Up to this point, it looked like there wouldn't be much to talk about. Apart from some sweeteners carefully targeted at marginal seats and voting blocks, the small-scale initiatives like Labor's social housing program, the only significant new policy from either major party likely to follow the election is the Stage 3 tax cuts legislated under the Turnbull government. These cuts are supported by both the government and the opposition. Which I'm like, yeah, fucking good point. This is like the only interesting thing so far because Labor is so scared of, because they're so not working class. Do they? I can't.
Well, they're a friend to business. You say they're a friend. You've got to be, if you want to help out workers,
be a friend,
you've got to be friends with business. Yes.
Yeah. And that's exactly why they still haven't fucking committed to even raise Newstart, right?
My vague memory of it is Shorten was running on, yes, we'll raise it, we won't say how much. Or he's like, we're going to do a review of the whole welfare system. And this is the common argument often trotted out. You know, the payments system fits into a big complicated network of the welfare state, and you can't just bump one bit up because it'll fuck up all these other things. People keep living in poverty. A short story.
Okay.
So Shorten was like, we'll have a review of it, and hey, we're not going to lower it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
That was basically his pitch.
Okay.
Then Albanese came along and said, we are not going to put the pressure on the government to raise job seeker because we actually want it to happen. Okay, yeah, we can't just like yell from the sidelines. We're just going to give them the space. This is the direct quote. We're going to give the government the space in order to raise job seeker.
Give them space?
Well, they raised it by $2 a day, I think.
Wow.
After the brief period of the pandemic, which again is also relevant to this conversation, in which people were lifted out of poverty and it changed people's lives. People were able to eat 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Right? They were actually able to make their rent without losing their fucking minds.
Imagine.
We did this as a country and it was extraordinary and it was a good thing that was done by a fucking conservative government.
Fucking liberal government.
Various complicated reasons, not because they're great people or have great ideological views, but it happened and it was good. And then, of course, Labor played no role in the fight in maintaining that level and keeping people out of poverty. People were thrown immediately back under that poverty line straight away because fuck the poor.
Tom, you have to understand, they have to win. They're not in government. They have to win government first with their absolutely zero policies.
Interesting.
Serious danger to Australia.